Hello and greetings on yet another Devs and Hodlers meeting. Last week we spoke in Polish. Did you like it? Let us know in the comments below. And tonight we are back with the English version of the stream, which is number 104. We got 9th of March, a day after International Women's Day. So happy Women's Day, every women that is here in the chat maybe, or in the crypto community, in the Big Short Bets community. We are still waiting for our first live stream with our women devs. That'd be amazing to see. I know there are some ladies in the team, but tonight, as always, my name is Mikołaj, and with me, Mr. Orwosz and Citral and Morgar, two of the Bartex.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Bartek is square. Yes, it us. It's us.
Yeah. That's good. And you guys said that you wanted more of the news from the platform. We got some platform here, and we are going to have some updates, amazing updates. I saw a sneak peek just a second before, a minute before, but we're gonna go to it after a while. There's going to be some nice announcements from Mr. Orwosz, and we're gonna try to explain you about how to get into some real life events, because we've seen a lot of comments, questions asking about where to sign up, what to do, what should I do if you wanna go and participate in any kind of events at the Złota 504. But before that, we're gonna go with our, the deal of the day, as always, which is a recommendation for you to go to the bigshortbets.com to see. You have all the communities here for Twitter, YouTube, obviously, and other social medias. If you want to go and see the platform, there is instruction as well. So don't hesitate, and just you can get the mobile app version, the desktop, and the mobile web made with a lot of Citral's help. We had a lot of updates about the mobile version, but so we covered last week. We said about CCC, which is a Polish brand making shoes and other various stuff, that there might be bump into some troubles because the owner is selling his private jet. You can check it here. So there are some cool news for you to check it out. I even tried to go to TikTok of the CCC company, and I left a comment personally saying, how is your plane doing? And I know the social media manager didn't get the joke at all. So I don't know if they're having any kind of information within the corporation, but we here in the community, we have some juicy news for you. Orwosz, you're covering, you're not covering personally, but you're obviously checking out all the news, and the research team we spoke about last week and that few last weeks are working hard to get into this information. And we know that the team is checking the flights of the owner to check out what he's actually doing with his deals just before the deals he's striking on selling the corporation stuff papers on the Polish stock market.
Yes, exactly. So I think we can call it some small success in terms of Big Short Bets research team. I mean, recently when we started developing the team, they just like into it. They're into like this awesome stuff, like and white intelligence and so on. So they really like to dig on the internet and search for the information, and all the information that you can see is just connecting the dots, because all the information you see is available for everyone online. But you just need someone to put it together, and I think this is the main the toughest part of it actually, to like put it all together. But we have people dedicated to it, that they want to do it because they're into it basically. And this is something, this is that giving you a new edge on the research itself, and like producing the information, because this the actual, the thing is that this this selling offer actually disappeared when we posted, and the Polish media picked it. So there was like Wyborcza, Business Insider, and like I know others, maybe
Yes.
more like Wirtualna Polska. Also, I saw an article about it. So many Polish media pick up it, because as we know, the CCC company struggles now a lot in terms of the payback and the buyout of the stocks. So this is something we could say. We could say this is a cherry on the cake, because this information, you can see that there were some problems in the company, and now like CEO is selling this Gulfstream jet, which is a pretty nice one jet, and not everyone can afford it. So you can see something is going on. He recently said that he's selling it for his own purposes, but as we know, if you need to sell it, then it means something. Basically it means something, because Gulfstream isn't only something a commodity. It's also a sign of status. So if you are a multi-billion dollar worth a person, so having a Gulfstream is like having a Rolex for like middle class. You know what I'm saying? It's a Gulfstream. It's a pretty nice plane. I wish I had planes. So maybe not, because there's huge problems with that. But if you are rich, then you can afford it. And it's a sign of status, obviously. But what for me is important is that in terms of the research team, have like their own like form of organizing the information, searching for it, and this is a big step forward for like the information part of Big Short Bets. And this is something what this is basically the first one. I don't know yet if there's gonna be a report, by day might be a report in the future regarding all the information that is covered. Right now we are delivering you as a easy read content on social media, but there will be probably a report of that. And yeah, there will be events soon actually as well, which I'm gonna cover the information about the event later. But we also gonna have there an panel like Big Short Bets Research. We're probably gonna talk about how we get to those information, how we found this information that you can see and read about CCC. And in terms of marketing, I mean, if you ask like what kind of Big Short Bets what kind of marketing Big Short Bets gonna do, this is the kind of marketing. Like we are there are people who are searching for the information, finding it available online, that you just need to dig it, the information popping on the platform, and now this idea, the information is picked up by media. It's like Big Short Bets news, and Big Short Bets has been mentioned and explained couple of times in the articles what it is the decentralized organization is it's the P2P futures market and so on. So this is the marketing. This is the stuff that we're gonna do, and we're gonna focus on. But obviously, besides that, we have partnerships. But I'm gonna cover this topic later. But for me, this what the team, like I would say, like big applause for the guys that done this research and done the stuff, because this is for me is a big success.
Yeah, but I should just say one thing, right, guys? Here is the part that you should take in your hands. You should leave the beta up on the platform, read this, use that in your investment decisions, because maybe, I don't say, but maybe there is some, you can just make some conclusions based on information that research team is giving you, and you can make a decision to just, for example, you will believing that it will be long position on the CC in this time or in the future or not. But as well, you should share it, right? You should share that on Twitter and help us to reach further, because guys, like you said, right, you're asking us to prepare for you content, platform, product. We are doing everything for you, but as well, we are asking for your support to leave the, encourage our research team to work harder by sharing the support to them, just making loud applause from them on a social media, on a platform, anything like that, right? Guys, they're doing tremendous job, and we should tell them that we are appreciating that, right? So yeah, so remember that it's not only that it's for marketing, it's for you guys, for community, and you can use that in your investment decisions, and you as well can help us by sharing that further, right? So remember about it.
Yeah, and if something was helpful that you found on the platform, just, bait it up, share it to your friends outside the platform, maybe encourage them to join it, and, test the market with you. The beta test is open, and you can find a lot of information, both English and Polish and other languages. If there are anyone from outside of the English sphere and Polish language sphere, obviously that's the place for you to be. Okay, Mr. Orłoś, I think we can go over and speak about some other stuff you had prepared for us. One was the announcement.
Because I landed the how we call it, a poll on the chat, so people actually like the special Polish edition. So maybe we'll think something or organizing once in a month or something like that we can talk with you in English, in Polish actually, and explain everything that's happening. So yeah, so this is stuff coming. So I mean, maybe if you follow our socials, so this is one thing. And if you follow our socials, recently we announced that it's officially announced the partnership with WeNetwork. As you may or may not know, WeNetwork is we could say deep liquidity focused protocol. They have own exchange, the decentralized exchange, and their own centralized exchange, and they aim to be. They say that they have the deepest liquidity on the market. So because they aggregate the liquidity through different protocols. So I think it's pretty cool how they do it. And so we recently launched a partnership. So because we connected with them with WeNetwork Polska, and they visited us. They actually been on the presentation, and they were pretty interested in what we are doing and stuff we are doing. And other than that, there is also a Kronos Trading Group, which also be partnership will also be announced. And so there's guys from OSTC, something like that. So there's really experienced traders, liquidity provider, and so on. And so these partnerships, we could say, is like all the multi-level, because we have this partnership is established on the level of like local. So we could say we're gonna have some Polish we're gonna do some stuff in Poland, but as well as we're gonna try to do something and reach out globally. So
that's the goal. That's why these live streams are in English. That's why we are trying to encourage viewers or users from outside Poland. This is the Polish project. Obviously, we can do the Polish live streams once in a while, and there are some live streams on this channel that are in Polish once in a time. And obviously, we're all Polish-speaking community, and all the real life meetings are obviously in Polish because they're here in Poland, in Warsaw most of the time. But obviously the goal is to go international.
Yes, exactly. So, but we are doing this our way. We don't do paid shilling, and they actually as well told us that they don't like the way of like shilling is in a crypto space, and they want to do some, create some value in a crypto space, and this is how they want to marketing, and we kind of like doing the same stuff. Because we don't have paid shilling, but we trying to build value in terms of even the information that is being posted and so pick up by media. It's still a value, because if they see a value, they repost it and make an article basing on that. But So this is the one thing. So and the rules was also simple. Like no, you can show the suite because they also, like, if you may or may not know, Woo Network also officially they founder from their official wallet bought the biggest B tokens for $100K. This is a model, like, we cannot stop anyone from buying the biggest B tokens, but by doing that they show us that they want to be a part of the community, of the governance body, and they want to be a community, and they want to do something with us. This is some, we could say, a form of showing intentions, what someone intentions have by buying this amount of tokens.
Yeah.
And this is a model that we probably gonna be using right now in terms of the partnerships.
I think we can just say, Orwell, that this is the same model that we are presenting to other VCs that they are interested in the cooperation with us.
Exactly.
So everybody
it's the same stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of VC, we have like reserved, unsold like tokens. But in terms of this like partnerships that we having in this form, if someone want to partner with us in terms of a project, like, there need to be in a government's body we have then a legitimate reason to show you to our community and say, like, yeah, they are a part of community work because they bought the governance token. So this is one thing. But in terms of like one of the goals is that they're going to support us in marketing activities outside the Poland, and probably like also help us in acquiring more partners, strategic partners, or VC talks, and so on and so on, to have this snowballing effect on the projects. Like we just launched a train that is going faster and faster and faster and so on. And so I think it's a pretty good thing, especially it's like Woo Network is in a top 100 project. So this is something. This isn't a no name. This is something important. And they said that they really like our project, like Kronos Trading Group that they are liquidity providers. So in terms of like Woo wanna make some stuff with our community, so you probably expect some events popping in.
Yes.
We have one event on the 18th of March, so I'm gonna show you something. Let me just.
This is the first official announcement about this meeting.
I mean, I'm gonna pop the information on social media too.
Leaks.
You're getting it basically before anyone else. This is the event that we are preparing right now.
Okay,
Just wait a couple. Okay.
So yeah, this is the event that we are preparing right now. I'm gonna give you this link to the form because it's only 150 pods, and what we are organizing is basically that this is just like, we don't want to have any selling or anything like that. Maybe we have one small presentation about what projects are, but what we're gonna do is we want to bring value to Poland. Woo Network, they have a really cool trading floor in Warsaw, Poland, in like this new building, Warsaw Tower, and the aim of that is that to show you how the professional traders trade, use their equipment and so on, because they have many like computers with like big screens, and there's this thing that if the more screens you have for trading, the better you trade. There is this thing. So you're gonna have a chance to like be there, listen to everything that we have to say. There will be like Rafał Zaorski is gonna be speak about what is the role of the research in trading. Marek Chojecki, he is a CEO of Kronos Trading Group, and he's from OSTC. Rafał told me about it. They're really expensive, really
experience.
Damn. Experience, yes, exactly. Sorry, really experienced traders with a lot of years of experience, and basically, like Rafał said, he respects them. He respects those people, and this is something that we can make even with them. And what is more, we're also gonna have a panel of bigshortbets. We're gonna show you some research and stuff. We're gonna have some trading competition. So all of the people which are coming, we're gonna partially they're gonna have some like demo accounts to trade, and then we're gonna have 20 people to have a real competition, real computers with real money and everything like that. So yeah, so no poker, but there will be trading. With obviously there will be rewards for winning. And so yeah, and then we're gonna have an after party for like 50 people, for selected people on Złota 504. So I think it's a pretty good event. It's we could say a launch of our partnerships. So bigshortbets, Cashify, and Woo Network. We are organizing this event. That's why it's Warsaw meetup, but by WooCashBets. Because when I told Rafał about WooCashBets, so he asked me who's Łukasz. So if you wonder who's Łukasz, so that's this guy that's gonna trade.
And there is a comment. No, yeah, go on. Sorry, Maciek, go on.
Yeah, so there's this problem because now we need to bring some Łukasz on the event to to make him.
That's cool.
You should use our mask, Project Max, and just say that you are Łukasz.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there's those rules. I'm gonna post it on the event. But I'm gonna post it in the link. Give you a link so you can register on the event. This information, this is a leak, so you have a chance before everyone else. There will be a selection, obviously, but because you're coming here, so I can like give you right now. I'm gonna post it probably in after the live. It's gonna be posted on our social media, but right now I'm gonna give you a link for free. So
you can see, right? You should leave the thumbs up under our stream, right? And use this link and be first guys on a list, right, of guests. And yeah, and I think there's a comment to you, Maciek, because mainly this is your hard work, and I'm as well. I would like to shout out that for everybody, right? So Mobile PK is saying working with Woo Network is great. Congratulations, yeah, Maciek, congratulations. Hard work, great job, and thank you very much from community for that. We appreciate that a lot. And there is a comment about the event itself.
I mean, we are trying to make so we are not sure yet because we are preparing everything, but we are aiming it to have this event streamed. And if it won't be streamed, there will be some after video, some content from that.
Okay.
We are organizing that in this way.
Okay.
But yeah, we obviously wanna do it because like this is like making the content, making more available for everyone. It would be really cool, especially that the topics he covered. It's not some bullshit like selling or anything, but it's just like learning. We could say like learning stuff. Like knowledge.
But I remember that you mentioned that this is stuff from a little bit higher level of expertise, right?
Yes,
it's not entry level, guys. Is the meetings that, for example, probably our founder Rafał will learn something new, right? And this is the top of the top, right? Of the skill, of the place, of the hardware, software, and anything. You can imagine this is the best of the best of trading market. I mean, the traders world.
Pure skill.
You can imagine, right? So
pure skill. Okay, if you have any kind of questions regarding the event, you can leave them here now for later, or just go to Telegram. I'm pretty sure the team will try to get back to you. Nevertheless, they are quite busy, and let's see what busy means. We're gonna go over to Citro and Bartek and see what the busy means and what is going on behind the scenes.
Today we would like to just show you a few things, right, Bartek? I will just understand why we are focusing on that right now.
You want to start with views or with widget?
With the views, and the widget will be just let's say the cherry of the top. So yeah, guys, so you can imagine that there is a lot of backstage work going. I mean, the backstage saying backend work. I mean, this is the code that is changing in the back, and you need to just deliver that. Just few things check, but nothing changed on a visual part. So for you, it's looking that this project is standing in the same place, but it's not, right? It's hard to present that, but we are not only focusing on this, and we are as well constantly challenging us to come up with better solutions for things that we already prepared, right? And what I try to say by that is, we know that the sum of the solutions and user experience and UI that we currently have is just, the UI that we prepared to make sure that we are moving fast. It's not blocking us something. We're going faster, further, right, without any thinking that it's the user experience will be better in another way. No, we are just doing things and then we are improving that, right? And in time when we are working on the blockchain, last week that we are constantly talking about the mathematics standing behind the market, the things that they're going around, how the blockchain is validating the contract, and so on and so on. You can imagine that we have still plenty of the room for our designers, me and Bartek, as people who are responsible for setting up the strategic and direction for the project. We have a time to just stop and think about what we already have. And what you can see on the screen is something that we come up with many iterations. We ask one question constantly: how we can improve our system to be more comfortable to use, more user experience friendly, look better and more richer, right? It should just
you gotta feel a reach on the
Yeah.
platform, sure.
yeah, it should feel that you can, it's something that's for traders, right? I would like to just say that you need to, if you are rich, next to your plane, you should have an account on the bigshortbets, right? So this is my goal. But yeah, Orosh, I think that it will be great achievement for our platform. But this is something that we are looking on our platform and thinking what we can do better, right? And this is one of the many iterations. I don't say that it will be final version of our project, but we would like to show you what we are planning to implement right after the market will started working. So when the market will be working, you will start using that. The real money will be in the positions. This is the final stage of the end game of our first stage of the
Maybe
project.
not the final state. I can say like it can be like version 1.0, so
Yeah,
something like
this
this,
is the-
and like a
Okay.
new beginning or something like this.
Okay.
Yeah,
of course,
exactly.
product, so we can develop that product like any time, like every time, and it's not efficient. It not can be finished because it's a product. So it's not a product.
Yes, exactly.
So it can be like it's also I treat it like a version 1.0. So.
And exactly, so this is something that we would like to just show that we are constantly thinking how to make it. Chyba straciliśmy.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
It's just my screen. I'm
Yeah,
trying to show you the
okay,
big screen
guys.
here.
Yeah, so so this is and we're looking for your feedback. I think Bartek and the Citra will be clicking to show you the how it's working, looking on the mobile. We have many different screens. The architecture will change a little bit as well. You can imagine that we decided that there will be system, the visual part will be split between different applications. This means that there will be dashboard as a main page that will show you how your wallet is progressing, or maybe how you're just gaining how you're getting your gains or losses, right? And as well, there will be easy access to many markets, to your wallet, to the information, and it will be more like a separate part of the system, because right now everything is like a one monolith, and I mean sometimes it's hard to navigate through our application, right? For us it's quite common, but I know that from feedback that is, so we would like to make it like a different system. So if you are more to the market and you're not interested in the social parts, it will be separated, but still you have access by clicking one thing, only one button, and you have everything open in a way. Because right now we know, you can imagine and you can see why we just start thinking that is that we started with the social part of the project and then we introduced the market, right? So the current architecture of the information on the platform was prepared from social platform where we tried to fit the market, right? And after that we just come up with the idea that maybe it's better to just treat them as separately, it's as a one system, but with the separate tabs, separate architecture of the data, no matter what will happen, we would like to just show you that we are not sleeping. We are thinking way beyond you can imagine ahead. And this is, I think, something that I'm quite proud of. I mean, team just put a lot of efforts in that, and I know that we start experimenting with this, and we are surprised with the outcomes. So I'm looking forward to name that this is how we would like to make our platform looking for 1.0 version of the platform, right? So
Yes,
yeah.
as Bartek mentioned, like we want to divide the platform to like a free views or free applications. I can say it will be one system, but with three separate application. One of them will be your first view after the login. Of course, I'm talking about the final version, final version, that version 1.0. The first view will be the dashboard when you can see whole information about your trading, about your news, about your baits, what's the trading of your what's the trending of your information is, are and everything like this. The dashboard will include whole information about your moves on our system, on our platforms. Then you have a social part. You can use the social part right now, but we want to refresh the view, and maybe in the first version we're gonna add like a small dashboard, as you can see on the left side, with the information about your total balance. Of course, this is information from the market. It's not information from the dashboard. In the first stage, we're gonna divide the platform by two, to social network and the market. It will be a separate tabs. Then we can add like a more and more information on the pages. So yeah, as I said, like here we have the fear, like here you can look how it's look like. And of course we prepared the Android version 2, because for now you can only you can only check the debates and information about debates on the platform, on the web application. You can't post and do any actions on our web application from the mobile. But we're gonna add more and more features, like you can see here, for the sorting, for filtering, for adding debates, and everything like this. um, the mobile is, I think, in this case will be the key, because as you and I, like, we always try to use, and it's easiest to access by the mobile to any platforms and any applications. Of course, in the separate in the separate application, we still want to develop the mobile version for the Android and iOS, but the application straight from the mobile will be focused more on the Tornet, not the public access of the app. So as I mentioned, as I present the mobile version for previously, we want to connect you straight to the Tor from your mobile app. But if you want to have easy access, or I don't know, if you have a problem to the login or something like this, we have the solution for this too. But I'm gonna talk about it in the next dev and holders probably, how we want to change the the login process on the mobile. But for easiest process to log into the platform, we want to give you the access to the public app from the web application, but from the mobile application, you can log in straight to the Tor version of the app and be fully anonymous, even from your phone. Like everybody knows, any application on the phone can listen to you. You have a lot of ads
Yeah.
regarding to your to your shares or something like this. So we want to give you the access to the app like fully anonymous, of course. Of course, we can't prevent any action of you if you're doing something like to be not anonymous anymore. If you, I don't know, like share your ID or something like this.
Yeah.
Bartek, maybe, yeah, go on, sorry.
So yes, this is what we want to share for you, that version 1.0, but actually we add some more features. Maybe this feature when we what
I
we
mean,
already mentioned.
let's just stay a
Let's
little bit
stay on
longer
this.
with that, Bartek,
Okay.
because there is one more question that I would like to address in this moment, and this time it would be great if you just could you try to minimize your screen right for a second, just try find this dashboard that we are talking about. But yeah, guys, there is a question: when is the launch of the full version of the market planned? Because we are still talking about. So, guys, like I said, we are planning for middle of this year to just launch the market, not in maybe in this visual stage that we presented today, but we are talking about the option to using the fonts and just making new. Will let's say will be able to just make positions in the current state of the UI, and this is the plan. We will know exact dates around end of the April, the beginning of the May. Currently, we are finishing the last things that we need to do for off-chain workers that we need to implement and present for more decentralized and secured solution for our market and improve not the outcome but the performance of the market itself on the blockchain, but as well the final touches from the bridge as well needs to be introduced, right? So this is our timeline. But like I said, right, we are still saying that it will be something around this half of this year, right? Maybe by end of the June, maybe a little bit later, earlier. But like I said, right, if you would like to be up to date with the dates, we will probably share with that in the future live streams. And like I said, right, more specific dates I can share with you at the end of the April, at the beginning of the May. Then we will have the clear vision, because currently still we have some things to do and finished, right? So this is the question. And for access via MetaMask, whatever is a change that you're planned to do with the mobile access. Not exactly the only them MetaMask. It won't be, if I could remember the solution, particularly Cesar, could be if I'm wrong. It's the solution that is more like that. You don't need to have a wallet to get access to your application.
Yes, because we have a lot of problems with connecting via like MetaMask in our app, so we want to give you the easiest access to download the seed from straight from our web app. So you need to log into the web app to download your seed keys to your phone, and then you can log into the mobile, but easily. But it will be like a one click or something like this. Then you connect to the Tor, then you connect to the our app. So we want to like simplify that process, but for now we have of course the MetaMask login, but in the future we want to do the solution as I described right now.
There's a question that middle of the year means October. Nice joke, Namrasit. No, we are talking about June, July, and I'm quite confident about it, right? And with the launch of the market, can you expect another partnership? Yes, we know that there is a lot of liquidity providers that they would like to use our platform, and then we can just share the information about them, but they are still waiting for the market on the production release. So they are still, as long as we are not presenting the final product, they won't be for our partners. They just like quite clear about it. So when the market will be there and there will be option to just put the money and be liquidity provider, then they will show their faces and join our community. But right now they're waiting for outcome of our work, right? So
yeah, then we need to make a possibility them to plug in our
Yeah.
market. When we make it possible for them to plug in, they're gonna plug in with their toys and their stuff. So yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, that like in terms of like the market, in terms of the market is essential, because the main reason for the market like functioning in terms of like operating like in the price of action is the arbitrage real. So we could say we have a secondary market, like the primary market. Obviously, you have like Nasdaq on the official CME, and we are like the secondary market from them. So between the primary and the secondary market, there will be an arbitrage. So we need these people that's going to make arbitrage. Me, you, and everyone. It will be possible for everyone to make an arbitrage. You just need to have enough deep pockets to have participate in that, because it's not something for on a small scale. If you do it, you probably need to do it on a bigger scale. If you
these things are not cheap.
if you want it to pays out, but yeah, we gonna partner with those liquidity providers in order to make market better functioning.
Yeah, but like I said, we have agreement that they will be part of a community when the product will be there. They will come to us, right? So they don't want to expose themselves, because it's understandable that they are waiting for our outcome of our work to make sure that they can just be part of the community, right? So some of the partners just trust us a little bit earlier. Some of them needs to wait for our work, but I think that it's totally acceptable, and we need to be we need to understand their positions, and we are doing whatever we can to just make sure that they will be still in the will to join our community, right?
So
they really like the idea of the decentralized P2P market with the CME standard, that you can trade normal markets, but with crypto and USDC. This is for them is just like a big plus, because if they trade crypto and conventional markets, they need to have separate accounts, and then you need to be on the for example, you use it within the one ecosystem. You don't need to go to fiat. You just use the tokens, and that's it. I see there's also one question regarding when will be possible to receive item from bigshortbets mystery box at uniquely. It's still in progress. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff going in. We need to produce 1,000 of those items, and we are still organizing logistically. They have only 24 hours, unfortunately, and something. But you keep it. It will. If it's gonna be a surprise. You got the present for free on a bigshortbets from bigshortbets on the Christmas. So now you just have to wait till it opens, but it's gonna happen, But it just takes time, like everything. Everything in bigshortbets.
I'm here every week for past couple of years, and from what I see, that when the guys say middle of the week and you guys joke, okay, middle of the year and you guys joke which year, I'm like, okay, this is something, because there was like soon for such a long time, and now there is some kind of date. So that's a progress. That's a progress, actually. I'm quite happy to see that.
Like I said, and I know I am explaining myself over and over again, but I can say that
you do.
This is the research and development project. This is the blockchain. We come up with one of the idea how the market could work, and we was in last year almost ready to just deploy that. But the many many very loud events happening on the world, and we know that the timing will be bad. But as well, at the same time, we receive first feedback from real traders, real companies, that they say, okay, guys, it's a good idea, but the conditions that you're using, or maybe the how you're imagining that the market is working, is not the way how you implement that. And we need to adjust to make sure that the big players will to join us, because if the big player and the liquidity will be there on the markets, then you as a retail traders will have the good place to trade as well, right? So this is why we need to sometimes make two steps back to make more sufficient and better steps forward after that, right? So this is why
it's not that easy. Like we need to implement only changes on our backend. We still need to implement it in the contracts and everything like this. So it's not that easy. Like in simple app or simple. I can say like brokers.
Yeah, and
there's a question.
Do we plan to implement DeepL on platform?
Okay, so let's just say like that. This is topic that we have in our pipelines. The problem with that is DPL is function that you need to outsource to the other source to the other servers. This means that you need to push your content, your information to
Outside.
to the Google, and
Yeah.
if you know our foundations and our goal, it's something that we are not acceptable. We don't want to push your data or forcing you to using external
You don't want to push it
tools.
outside, yeah.
We make a research about the alternatives, but they are not good as you can imagine. And for people who are not know what we are talking about, the DPL is the function that you know from the Twitter that foreign languages, they are live translating to your native language selected in the application. So for example, instead of seeing English or Spanish, you're seeing your native language, and behind that is it just translation that you are not aware of sometimes, or you are, because it's marked mainly in application. But the problem is that we need to push that outside, and this is there's some risk that we are exposing our users, and something that we would like to avoid. The alternatives, they are not good enough for us to implement them, because they will causing more problems and more issues than the value that they can provide. So we are still looking in the details to that, and we will see how it's come. But yeah, honestly, it's very good, let's say, speculation on our project. Yes, we thought about it, and we are trying to find something that it will cover all the requirements that we have, because implementing something without thinking about the risk is quite easy, but do it in a good way, and as well cover your requirements and the goals and the missions that you have as an organization is sometimes the tricky part, right?
Yes,
Makes
we have
sense,
a
yeah.
question about can we expect the bets utility token to be released? The problem with the bets now is the ICP changed their standard of the canisters. We already have prepared the solution and the feature for releases to be released soon, but they changed the standard of the canisters to from the deep 20 to ICRC1. So we need to create another canister, another code, contact this and use the libraries what's not working right now with our backend. Then we can give you a solution to use it. But yeah, we plan this. As I said, like from January, we still have something to work on with the ICP, because we want to set it can be a part of our market on ICP. Maybe not a part of our market, but part of our solution or ICP too, and that solution can be connected with our market. But with this, we need to, with of course we need to connect with the canister or something like this. So we deploy the bets with the same work and give you the feature we're gonna add this feature on the platform. So soon,
I
I
mean,
can say.
for bets, we would like to just deliver the bets a little bit earlier in the market, but something around that. Why? Because bets will be alternative way to pay your fees for contracts. So
Okay.
we would like to give you the head start for people who are active on the platform, because thanks to you can collect the bets, sell them to people who never have a chance to claim them, or they are trading without the
Right.
tokens. So this is our plan. But like I said, we talking too much right now, so let's just stop here.
Yeah, but
Yeah, there you go.
I want to explain that
Leave
situation.
it something for next episode holders.
Yeah, I want to expect like I want to explain that that thing like we already like show you how bets work and like this, and it's not released. Like ECP ICP works a lot of our R&D teams, so they can change a lot in the short of time. So we need to use their
flexible.
solution, be flexible, use their standard, and then connect to this. But like I can say, like 90% of work is already done on bets. So
Okay.
yes, soon.
that is a great news. And with these great news, we are going to wrap this up. We are 2 minutes before 7 p.m. Central Europe time. As you know, usually these live streams take about 40 to an hour. Last one was quite longer because it was in Polish, and the talk was such an easier stuff, and there were more people here on the chat, and it was crazy last week. You can rewatch it actually if you're a Polish speaker. That was some great news. We'll try to make it happen more often, but as of now we're gonna wrap it up. So we recommend you to go to the subscription below to see the instruction on how to join the bigshortbets community for some news. There are some amazing news. We usually if you just joined at the end of this live stream, we usually cover them at the beginnings of the live stream. There was great news made by the research team on CCC, a Polish shoe brand and shoe and boots. And there is a lot of stuff happening, so use it, share it, click the Bytes app. It's like a it's like a thumbs up, bait up for the bigshortbets community. And we're gonna see you next week. So thank you so much for tuning up with us this week. And as always, we're gonna see you on yet another Devs and Hodlers meeting. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you next week.